Welcome to Factorio Modded, Space X118, 263 hours in. I am doing, I think maybe anchors today. I might go anchoring. I've got some anchors, I think. Type it in. What? I had anchors. I thought I had anchors. Oh, we're still lacking these assemblers. Everything else is like well, the lattice pressure is a bit negative. I think that's because it goes into this composite thing. This nanomaterial keeps eating it up, I think. The nanomaterial is like the great sink. It eats everything. So this thing here is eating heavy composites. For some reason we're running out of dynamic emitters, which is a bit strange. What? Cryonite? That's a bit of a joke. Alright, that should be a bit better. I think the graphs are pretty quick. It's just not requesting enough. Okay. Yeah, 100 is fine. Alright, so I did a bit of offline work from Veldex. This is Veldex Balancer. I added some new things to it. What I did is added a request chest, and this request chest is set to be based on the excess arcospheres, but I haven't filled it properly yet. Currently this is a raw 4 rather than a set number above 4. So what I should do is do I should have done this offline because I really struggle to think and talk, but we'll see. We might be able to figure it out, or just don't bother and just let it go, because basically what it means is this will go back and forwards all the time. So the logic I added was this output into a purple chest here. Now this set filters is based on a couple of logics. We've got one logic here that divides the total of all the arcospheres by 4. And the other one just does a pass through for the tick box. Tick box is making sure we get 3 of each arcosphere in here. So it's checking 2 conditions: the divide by 4 value and against the tick box 3 value. So any number over 3, basically, that's gets put through here. And then this one here is just set for 4 of each as a buffer. And the idea of this is so that we get science up here. And it seems to be working fast enough. I mean, we don't exactly have abundant science, but this thing's at near 200, so I mean, at the rate of science I'm going, it is fine. I mean, we actually don't need the science. We actually wanted this for the Tesseracts. Maybe for the processes. This is all full though, so it doesn't matter. That's a bit dumb though. It shouldn't maybe that shouldn't send the chest when it's full. Maybe it's not inserting them, but I guess I could request them elsewhere with yeah, that request there. Yeah, anyway, so we got the arcospheres going proper. The biter removal I think is almost done. I say that and I look at it and I'm like, yeah, it's very close. There is that mode you can set in here. It says the chunks. That's where the biters are still. So there's actually quite a lot of biters still, even though it doesn't look like it. Marina mass, like even up here. Like how'd they get up here? Like so close to my home. I'm actually not that close, but there's ones down in here which are actually inside the pollution cloud. Even though I've long ago cleared most of the rest of this planet. That's good. So once these are done, I can repatriate all these beams, which is good. Now this thing on nauvis is my checkbox for the resources, and currently it says we're low on iron ingots, iridium, and heat shielding. Curious with the iron nuggets. Not sure why that was there, but it's going back up again. I suppose couldn't did it fast enough from my Forge world. We set this up a long time ago with a bunch of delivery cannons. The steel ones are fine. I think the iron one's not so fun, but maybe it's okay. We should manage to solve this eventually. I don't know how it was so broken. We're actually filled up on... One of the chests is filled up, the rest are fine. What's the sulfur line for? I don't know. It's supposed to go somewhere, I suspect. Yeah, well, it looks like stone's blocked up. I don't know what's happened here, but how's that buffer I built that makes it go around in circles? Maybe I actually do need it. I turned it off to make it 100% require real-time eating. And so I ate it all, but still sounds like a lot of stone. But I want to make sure it's got constant glass production, which is also running out a bit low. So turns out the vulcanite world can make quite a lot of LDSs from the glass. Works out quite well. Now it's actually kind of out of glass, so I actually need to go to the pyroflux crafting version rather than non-pyroflux, but that's not what I should be worrying about. I should be actually setting up my spaceship to start collecting. We'll start building deep space. Where's my ship? What was thing here? Hadur. Oh yeah, that's right. I sent it out. I didn't send it home. Went out there to fix up some things. So we actually got maxed out animate stream now. Which means I've probably got a lot of arco collecting available. Yeah, 30 max. Very good we're not eating it fully though. I don't know why my computer's going so much. It's using my memory so much. I'm running a lot. The fan's running a lot more than it used to. I just need a reboot. Maybe this Factorio is getting a bit juicy. That's fine. I don't think Factorio is causing it though. I'm just used to playing Factorio with Bastion and Silence. I think it's my windows I've got open for, yeah, it's the forum stuff I think. Let's add them to Fusion and then we'll delete it. Oh yeah, that one's really good actually, that one. That'll close that off. It might maybe sphere up some problems. I mean, Factorio is using 10% my CPU and OBS is 2.5. Which is basically nothing. I don't know where my graphics card's going so much. It's just hot in my room. It is pretty hot. Not that hot, but I mean, hot enough. That's new NVIDIA drivers. It's using acceleration for my browsers. That's a new thing for the new drivers. Yeah, it's like using it when it shouldn't do. Alright, so we're gonna start doing anchors. From the anchors you need like 200,000 scaffold to do it, I believe. Because you need 8,000 of these flat solar panels. So I can either do like have 2 ships do it, or do multiple trips on one. I mean, this thing here, I think, so it only says it's 8,000, which is nothing. I need like 100,000. I mean, each chest, I've only got a couple of chests of these. This ship carry a lot more than it is. It's really quite high container stress. It's carrying so much solar panels, so it's carrying like about half the solar panels it needs, but vastly under the total number of scaffold. Could just bump it up and we'll just get a lot more, a lot slower to get out to space, but that's pretty fine. I guess so it's not counting the fact that he's double that, because there's 2 chests. It's really actually 20,000 scaffold each one of these setups. So that there, when it builds, there's like 50,000 scaffold, 6,000, 70,000, 80,000. So that's like about half, well, actually about 2/3 what you need. The mass of the ship though hasn't gone up too much. I think that's okay. We might need some more solar panels, but we'll be okay. No, we anchored even further off track. Every time I just do another docking clamp. Here we go. Eventually get right. It's supposed to dock with, aligned with that, and I keep moving it further south because I've got these other ones. But yeah, these 207,000 of this stuff, that's quite a lot. My bot's gonna struggle for a while. Or logi bots. That's what I'm building all this stuff for, so. Now I think the ship itself has actually got the anchor on board. At least the thing it does. Yeah, I got 2 anchors on board. That's a bit greedy. I'm supposed to request 1. Yeah, it's gonna take ages to fill up. I'm gonna kill half. I probably should actually. I might redock. Closer. We'll dock it over here. Then my bot's a bit of a trip. Where's the nearest spot? Perfect. Because that's gonna save them a bit of time. So I'm gonna start building the anchors, and once we get the anchors, then the rest will kind of fall in line. We have to start doing the math though, which is, I still have no idea how I'm gonna math this secret puzzle in Factorio math. I have faith I can do it, but I don't know whether I can do it. It's gonna be a bit funky.
Hello there.
Hey Vildic, how you going? What's happening? Oh, this thing really doesn't craft fast enough. Hydrate, maybe I will. Well, the fact I can actually hear my hard drive, not the hard drive, the graphics card's sound. Used to playing games, it isn't not a problem. Sound of progress, I guess. That's much better. So my bots are only flying that far. They were flying out here before, which is no good. So basically, I really should just put. Well, I guess it's kind of close enough. That's not too bad. I might almost 1,000 equitite a minute. Ooh, I wonder what my rate is. What's the guess? Give me a number. Mining 22,500 a minute. Why are you mining so little? I mean, mine's only that when my ships are there. And that's nothing. It's the rest of the time it doesn't do anything. So I didn't bother to set up a power plant. Let's get boost over here, Prod 9. Yeah, your Prod 9 would slow it down heaps though, you know? I'm just using speed modules. My realm of shadows here. It's just all speed modules. There's no point doing it slow. So I get 675% mining speed. Which is huge. And it's only using speed 4s as well. Could go to speed 6, I think. This tiny patch, that's 40 a second on this, which is a good rate. My miners eat only 1 megawatt. Yeah, my miners eat 7 megawatts each. But I've got this energy beam power plant, so don't really care too much. I use 260 megawatts for the whole patch. I did my first run I did productivity in the nectite mines. I think I ran prod 3s or prod 6s, I can't remember. But this one I'm like, no, I'm not gonna bother. I'll just use the science productivity. Get out of the ground. I also had speed 9 and efficiency 9. Oh man. Yes, that's pretty OP. I mean, I'm only mining 2 patches as well. That's I was expecting to mine like 4 or 5, but I've got 2. I mean, this one's just running at efficiency 3 and then speed 4. So this one's actually a bit more low power. It's only running 43 megawatts, but that's a bit dumb. I think I was supposed to come over here and give them make them faster, but I hadn't done it yet, so I might just do that. So originally these were running at 100 kilowatts each, minus 80%. That was the setup. So the power cost here is basically 0. Like the main cost of this is actually the 3 beacons. Is like 60% of the power cost. I think I got speed. I got speed 4s in this. So I can go speed 4. I should be able to do the speed 4. Yeah, that's better. That's not the whole way. I must have done a part that way there. What's the money right now? 50 a second. Oh, that's not bad. Don't need the efficiencies really. I mean, the power from this spaceship is plenty. I was supposed to do these catalogs here as well occasionally, but I had a ship that I set up for it, but I don't know if I actually got it going. It's supposed to launch one every time it comes here. I think now this is getting destroyed by all my bots that are flying to load the scaffold up. I mean, it sure takes a while to load this up. We got... Oh, mostly filled up. It's gonna take a while to charge up the bots afterwards. I need to do the superchargers. This one here is no good. So when they sit in orbit like this, they kind of just sit there and die. They're a graveyard, like an idling graveyard. Supercharge is way better. Yeah. We're still making good production rate on these scaffolds. Seems the low density structure buff worked out well. Now I was going to make another ship. Like I set it up here, but I haven't done it yet. The Aqua type miners seem to be okay. Quite basic really. I added some prod 9s to my Aqua type processing though. I got one in each of these. These are freebies though. I don't craft them. And I made this go 3 speed 9s now, and then a bunch of speed 6s, and then the rest speed 4s. So it's 14 megawatts these. These are worth powering up though, because this is a huge bottleneck on your production. That's like, I guess, 5.5 plates a second. It's not that much, but this chest is always filled with crystals. For some reason we got no... Oh, that's right, the spiders came down here and destroyed it. We better get back down there and fix that. They destroyed these bottom two. Where's my prod modules? I want some prod 6s. There you go. Prod 6s. Where's speed 6s? I mean, actually these would be nice too, right? Not that I got 50. But I don't buffer the speeds so much. I don't know where I make the speeds actually. Oh, here it is. No, we only buffer them there, that's not enough. Oh, it's all those heavy bearings, yeah, they're quite expensive. No, we've got a lot spare, so that's okay. Well, that'll do. We'll go down and bring that down. But I should understand my UPS issue. I didn't get this UPS on my new play. ECK2 play, I mean. This is about the same UPS. And this game is way less complicated. I think it's just the fact that I'm using so much of these trains for the space elevator, but even that's like barely anything. And the spaceships have got damn much going on either, so I already understand my UPS in this run being so bad. It doesn't make any sense at all. We've got like 10 times as many spaceships and rockets and other things in the other run. It's bonkers. There you go, prod 6. It's a bit better. So we're on 76%. Oh yeah. 6.1 plates a second, that's a bit better. I really don't like these only having 2 modules though. It's a bit sad, but 28% isn't too bad. Now I'm gonna speed to boost this up. Yeah, that's much better. I think we're gonna have to make all these 6s now. Don't really think that's worth boosting. Just the important necrotite stuff. Let's look at this processing right now. So we've got that. So it says we looks very positive. It says we still need 77 necrotite a second, which seems a bit ridiculous. I don't think we go through that much. I mean, we don't have the belt speed for that. But I just boost up speed for it. So if we had enough, we'd better do it. But we don't, obviously. So. But I think these other belts are holding it back anyway. So when I look at like this rate, this is making 32nd, which is actually perfectly a red belt. So even we good to get that, we can't output faster than 32nd anyway. And it's only got half of that because it's half the belt, so 15 seconds. So the actual rate here is half this rate here, which is under 45 a second, right? Which is the blue belt, yeah. So that does mean that that's okay. The blue belt is okay. That's good. I mean, I could speed this up, make it faster, but it seems like it's about right. It's more efficient now with the extra prod modules. Seems so sad though, I did prod 8s in my ECK2 run at the same point in time. I mean, I finished my ECK2 run at 342 hours, and this one here is 263, so this run is actually no better basically. Because I still got to build 8 anchors and the nauvis fenestra thing, which is not cheap. It's quite expensive. Oh yeah, I was going to add some prod 6s to the iridite processing chain. Very worth it, I think. It is this thing up here, which seems to never get any heavy composites. I think I need to directly feed it, eh? This is a bit sad. This one makes composites, but it's lacking the other thing. Heavy girders. I think I need like specific factories that make it. Got plenty of plates, but then this thing here doesn't have enough girders. I was just eating all the girders in space. Bump that a little bit, but it really drops down the speed though, doesn't it? And it's fine. We can just boost this up. Yeah, slight boost. Power cost goes up a lot, but we haven't got brought the equivalent speed modules. What's that? 3.3 megawatts. That's pretty good. It's a bit boostier though. Be a bit faster. This thing's got no composites. These ones got no plates. Looks like the belt speed's probably too slow. And then the setters are too weak. Right, that's a little better. Nothing major change there, but oh, wiring beacon 2. That's a major change there, look at that. They're real fast. Yeah, it's looking much cleaner. What's the rate on these anyway? The 23 second. Oh yeah. I think my radium ingots is actually not good enough anyway. Oh, cheers to your watch streak, Veldak. Didn't realize they can share that. That's cool. Yeah, so this doesn't have iridium plates. This belt is making lots of these things. The fuel and get behind that one. Actually, motions directly insert. Well, I think I can make another one of these. And the problem is, the layout of this is not so great. I would have made supplying my outpost with cargo rocket sections. Oh, the old cargo rocket sections, dang. I'm so glad I didn't do rockets this time. It's so much cleaner. I just don't have to think about like the loop of all those items. You get flooded with so many items over time from that. I wonder why it's not requesting that, okay. One item per rocket. Yeah. I mean I did massive drop rockets in my previous run. So rather than spaceships laying on the ground or using the space elevator. I think UPS wise that was better because the space elevator is a massive UPS cost. It's like the spaceship but worse. Like generating the contents of a train very quickly. Over and over again. Okay, we've run out of iridium ingots because we've produced too fast. That's okay. At least you buffed up the productivity a little bit. Yeah, I want to get this one here going. We're running out of heat shielding, so that's not so great. We'll do that as well, it's not too bad. Might fit, I'm lucky. Doesn't look like it fits. Oh, I got this thing here though. Get rid of that. There we go. Some extra goodies. That should just need the ingots. But we don't seem to have the ingots. We're gonna have iridite really quickly. Now, I did buff the production rate a lot. This thing's the problem though, I just need this going. So if I can add this in, I'll be happy. Because that's the bottleneck for my anchors. There you go, so 10 of them and the bearings, and then we're all good. Okay, we're making more composites at least. Now this thing does need the girders available, it's not getting them. You can ask me to put the girders. The girders like here or something would be nice. No way to do that though. And you could do like a situation where you do that. I think the train track makes it impossible. I think you have to like build underground. But yeah, so this will get going once we get more things on hadur, which is I've tried to buff a few times now and it doesn't seem to take. These I want more and more. I'm going to change all the production mining. We've got this new model over here for the 4 setup, which I might go grab. I think it's quite decent. Perfectly overlays, so just the pipes is a problem. We don't need all 4 belts either. We only need 1 each, I think. We'll find out pretty quickly. Oh yeah, we got some pipe issues though. So this water line here does not belong. So anyway, that's just the water pipe coming in. Oh yeah, so we definitely need this hooked in. What's this anyway? What's this? Not sure what that is. Ah, it's because that's the steam. Yeah, that makes sense. I think most of it's okay. We've got some bit funny things over here with this belt. And this part. Oh, that'll work out. That's for the pyroflux bypass. Cool. So we're slowly filling up on glass on this planet as well. We've got 500,000 glass here. Basically, we've got all the ingredients for plastic, the LDSs. I think we got oil. Yeah, it's oil down here. Not really using it, so if we just get LDS production going here, that'd be great. This is a plastic belt. Seems like we got not much spare plastic, but we're enough to make modules. There's blue chips even. Not many, we seem a bit low on green chips. Means we're low on stone. Oh yeah, stone is a problem here, that's right. Everything was fine, it's just for stone. I mean, there's like patches out in the middle of nowhere, I think, but it's tricky to get to them. Not sure about this stone. We need oil actually. Yeah, how am I gonna solve the stone? But I guess I don't technically need the green chips. Not many of them anyway. Currently doing core mining for that. Wasting so much time of resource stuff when I could just be moving beyond. It should be good enough. Just struggling to get some of these. I mean, just need this heavy bearings hooked in, and then we'll be good. The major problem though is there's no iridite available at all. Oh, it's finished loading up. Alright, we can start putting I need to get the defenses on it too. So we find a buffer chest that's not full and use it. I think, what do you got? What's that? 12 and 200. I think 200 is not quite enough. Go for 400. Because we got 200 in orbit. Maybe I just don't request enough yet. Probably here somewhere, but I'm just going to create another entry. On 1,000 up here. There's a lot of blue chips. 4,000 blue chips. That's a lot. Quite surprised. Not much of that. Valley's just okay. What I've done, the iridites always sucks. I think it's the mining rate's just no good. I mean, we got plenty of mines. And they're not the end of the world. Just other stuff here with the mining productivity is really stupid. I should have straight away done speed modules a long time ago. But we just didn't need the fast mine, like this thing here. 10 a second, like this setup. It needs 11 a second, so that's actually fine. Oh my god, those graveyards, you guys, great. Look at this stuff. All these vulcanite blocks. Graveyards everywhere. Robots. So these ones over here, look at these ones trying to go across the ocean here, just dropping stuff and dying over and over again. Let's go in and out same way. I'll never get there. I'll keep trying. They'll never get to where they're supposed to go. Or because the bots are stupid, they can't go around. They have to go straight line. I don't understand this one, They're literally trying to fly to this corner here. This is the weirdest failure. With this swamp here, we can't connect this robot network up very well. Wow, it's a lot of swamp. I don't know where they all help, but well, these ones up here. What are these ones going up here for? There's nothing out here. Why would they fly up? Well, they get up. They're trying to get up to there, and they fail, and then they fall into here. Maybe. It's all mystery. Alright, I think a payload's good. Let's go do the first anchor. Oh, we got a hole in the ship, that's right. Now normally you like set up a big base in Callus orbit and do all your energy beaming there. I just said doing this time. And the effort wasn't worth it. And the bot removal's getting good. Can't be much left. So the real, like, what's this? Like they wipe out all this, then leave these 3 nests. Like, what's that about? Never understood that. This is not far. It might be a good blueprint down. We need 60 gigawatts, not 80 like I thought. Which makes things a little bit easier. Oh, did I bring the power poles? I might have forgotten that part. We got power subtraction 50. Okay, maybe we're okay. I think I got the row ports though. I think I forgot that part. I don't know where they are. Yeah, I think we've got normal row ports rather than the good ones. Oh my god, why have I got this many construction bots? I guess I need them. That makes sense actually. There's some more substations, but where's the... Do we have the nice robots? I mean, I don't think I do. I think we're missing this important item here, the supercharger. I got 25 in my pocket though. The supercharger will be part of this. I don't know what we actually need. We'll bring 50. You got none, okay, fine. Alright, this is my existing base, which I haven't been here for a while. Not the worst situation. We've got no solar probes. Maybe I should bring the solar probes along. These star anchors. Not that matters. Alright, let's start seeing if I can do some blueprinting. So I've got this yeah, may need a fast way of building this. I can build it myself, but it's just gonna be very, very slow. I got that one there, which is no good because that's shitty row ports. We got this pylon sub boss. Yeah, we don't have one. Thought I did, but I think it's in the ECK2 runs. Maybe in power plants or something. Yeah, that's a 3 gigawatts. Not what I want though. I think that there we'll use. That one's not too bad. Not sure what else we got. In the previous run. That's the power one, so I got that's 4 semi-power. Okay, solar. It's an awful layout. They're all bad layouts, it looks like they are. Yeah. We never did a proper tileable. We did like this one here. That's got the robot ones. Oh, we just lost it. Damn it. Ah, I thought I copied it. Must have done it wrong. I only want for the tiles, but we can just do scaffolding. Let's start at here or something. I need a lot more scaffold in my pocket. Oh, this can supply me though. It's not too bad. Can you use the same sort of mold times on a gate dial? You can, but I don't think any solution would have that as a solution. I mean, not saying that's not a solution, but I just wouldn't think it would be one. Why is there a hole? Alright. And we don't have any... Let's go use the blueprint then. This is like the pylon one. Not the worst, but it should work out quite well. It's the optimal spacing. Then we can use the pylon, the ready construction pylon in the middle. A massive construction area. I think I'll stuff this up by putting it here because I can't use this corner. But that's okay. We can do it with the next build. Should go pretty quick. Alright, now we need the fat souls. Maybe not there. But I don't know where the bottom alignment's going to be actually. I can line it to this. Oh, I got holes. Oh, that's the thing with this bot thing in the middle. I think we gotta get rid of this. Use this thing instead. Oh my god, they're gonna be idiots, aren't they? Look at them all. So many bots, just not doing their job. I mean, at least they're construction bots, so they don't die, but a little bit frustrating that they don't go back to sender. Alright. I'll do. A little more like, is it because they can't get back to... No, they can. I don't understand, eh? I don't understand. I think they want a spot, they want a bot that can stand and not charging. That's they get funky. Oh my god. Come on. Yeah, it should work out quite well when we get this done. Let's put one in between as well. What? Why is... What happened here? So dumb. Alright, how many is this? That's 280. Oh man. So, you quickly know how much power you need. Yeah, we're getting like... Hey, that's not right. Oh, they're not fully charging, are they? It's a spaceship. It says 12 megawatts, 12.1 megawatts each, right? Which is less, there's 100% less than I thought I was going to get. That's not so good. So I need 60 gigawatts. I need 1000 divided by 12.1. So that's A3. A3 times 60. 4,980. So how many is this? 280. Divided by 280. So we need 18 of these grids. Not the worst situation. I wish the American... Well... You don't like this alignment of the poles. You're gonna give a gap in between, aren't you? But I guess I can do it without the... I can have a gap there without scaffold in these tiles. So I do initial blueprint. Tiles. And we snapped a grid. Now, oh, one tile too off. Width is too far by one? No, 68. And I think to get these, to get the corners right, you're supposed to go to here, I think. To tile it. This thing gets duplicated. Yeah, 64 by 64, I think. Yeah. We'll do relative. I always find the actual robot... Well, the robot grid's pretty better, actually. You guarantee not the stuff up. 280 solar 2. Okay, scaffold. This is off, so it's a problem with this. So that's fine. We'll just make it relative then. Now I got the defense put down too. We should go like, you know, a bit closer. There you go. That'll do. Alright, let's start blueprinting tiling. Might get rid of one of these things. What item do I not use? Thing is, well, it kind of builds on the robot construction though, I think. But that kind of keeps it going, so maybe it's okay. I should be researching something, but I don't care. Don't care. I guess the hard part about this is actually waiting around for it. I don't have the patience for this. I can do this offline, I guess. I just need rain during the day. Build these. Because I just want to get to the design the computer for the secret ending. That's going to be the fun part. It's a novelty. Bots on. So that's a decent grid. The first thing I've noticed about it is the scaffold on the south side. Now, technically that will fill up with I guess it doesn't matter, we got a bottom tier. We should hollow this out though, these gaps shouldn't have scaffold wasted. Doesn't matter too much though. I need to get the bots some more scaffold. It's very expensive on these, so I think I miscalculated that. If I need 18 of these, 18, each one needs 5. So 5 times 18 is 90. I need 90 of these report things. I'm so running out of the big ones too. I don't think I need the one in the middle actually. I think I can do without it because I got the radiant construction pylon. Yeah. Means I get an extra scaffold in. So I can probably put the radiant construction pylon on a corner as well. With these other power poles. So the radiant construction pylon can go like straight below top left corner or something. That way this middle bit is not wasted either. Just put this up. Yeah. Like that. There's still 4 of them, but it's just not where the solar panels are. Well, the bot's doing their job. Why is it missing that one over there? How do I re-blueprint this correctly? And these got no... What's going on here? They're not requesting... Ah, it's because they're not requesting a buffer chest. That's fine. Okay. Where's my construction pylons? I thought you guys had them in here. I don't see them. Here they go. I request them. Oh, there they are. Cool. Alright, let's read a better layout. That's pretty optimal, I think. Top left hand corner should be that. Alright, let's see if I can redo this print. That's the existing one. And that's a new one. So what are you missing? Oh, he's missing a thing down the bottom left there. Cool. How's that look? Oh, we get this as well now. That's much better. Oh, we're missing. Oh, we're missing. Sorry, we're missing the bottom tier. We better get that, but not the pole. We only want one of these. Oh, that's a good point. How do I only get one? I was gonna build two. God damn it. So, I was just doing a blueprint there. Lost it. Is that one too far now? I think so. I think we don't have that in this print. I think otherwise it's good. Build up. Gonna tile a notch. Looks pretty good. Now why are they not building that first? The other way I can build this is just a giant bot, a group of 6 of these in one go. Rather than the whole individual ones. I'll do a massive print instead. The whole thing afterwards. Including the defenses. I think it's the best real estate layout. We're only losing like, I think, a couple scaffold on either side of this. That's 6. I see 3 more, unless I triple this, it's done. I should have started off, because last I did like a little group around, and there's a half circle around the spaceship. I could do that. We do a line, but I think if you're doing half circles, then it's quicker to lay the prints down. Yes, I've only got 12 more of those robot ports. That makes sense. I used 12 so far for 6. I need these 6 then to do it. There's always bots are stuck because they're all trying to go back to this one thing back here. Yeah, it's real slow download. I need more of these normal reports just to collect them. Yeah, that's trick 1, you know? I could make a bigger print of the 6. I think the 6 one's quite good. You don't need its bottom tile. Maybe it's doing it 3 times then. There we go. Oh, it's much less than I thought. Oh my god, I've miscalculated again. Oh wow, how did I do that? 76 times 8 is 608,000. How did I math that wrong? What's 1000 divided by 12.1? A3 times 60 is 4980. Times it by 4. No, times by 4 again. 80,000. Oh, I've completely wrong. I'm fine. I'm basically done. I can just build these. I was gonna get those. I thought it was 1,000,000. It's actually 600,000. I just need to build these gates and put them down. We've actually got enough solar panels already, and it's just a scaffold really, which is not going because we've run out of heat shielding. Awkward. Be nice if that was going all day long. I think we ate up all of the iridite though, so even though I buffed it, it still sucks. This is dead, like this is completely dead. Wow. Let's say here. There's copper short as well. And holmium. I mean, I did try to buff holmium, but it looks a bit dead to me. What's happened? This is going. It's a little clogged up on the stone though. I mean, we try to turn it into glass to get rid of it, but it's so slow. This is a belt speed, I think. Yeah, so I'm not so sure about of these all going. This is still not built that, what the hell? This is not looking good. No copper? What? Okay, that sucks. So this thing just needs copper plates, which we have none of? What? Oh man. This planet's supposed to be making these, but there's no furnaces because there's no bricks. Okay, so stone, which is so stupid. We're missing bricks. Wow, okay. This got bricks. There's bricks here. Is there no bots to move the bricks? Is that the problem? No, there's 200 bots. They're probably not even requesting it here. So this belt that's supposed to feed this for bricks, it's got no bricks. Is that what's happened? That's the bricks belt here. This is it gets bricks from there. Oh, it was so dumb. Okay. Wow. One inserter broken. You build a blue inserter, please? I mean, I'm sure I got inserters. 28, so just build it. No rush. Wait, as you please, kind sir. Got 1,500 bots and one's coming from middle nowhere. Okay, finally got it there. Cool. Wow, I couldn't believe that was the reason we had no, I just assumed it was these blue chips. But turns out the blue chips wasn't the problem, we actually got plenty of. Okay, whatever. Let's get some prod modules in here. We got barrels, which is weird. This is one of those earlier planets, I thought, but it's not. Okay, there we go. We got electric furnaces, which means we got these. Which means we get copper again. Means we finally build this. I thought this would have built a long time ago. I just assumed that the factory was just working slowly. Turns out it wasn't working at all. Once we hit the copper ingots, we should be much happier. What I'll do is add a side load here because this bot's nearby. I can move it over to here and feed this. Go with the ingots for the holmium. I mean, this holmium here should be going. This looks jammed too because of the copper. It's a bit awkward. I thought we had a separate copper for this too, but maybe the whole thing was reliant on copper from nauvis, and whatever reason nauvis is being sad on copper too. There's got 1.1k, so it's not a problem. Have we got delivery cannon catch problems? We do. Oh shit. So whatever reason we got low on that. Okay, we're 2300 of the low density in this chest. These got no explosives. Is this just too slow to craft? Maybe. Must need more explosive production. We got quite a few of them. Not so bad. This one's got no low density. These others got no explosives. They're directly fed from this too. I thought this was kind of even Stevens, but turns out we're way low on the half the explosive rate versus that. Okay. Okay, so a few problems there, but mostly it's just explosives, but we can fix that. How's this laying out going anyway? I think that little thing is still, I can just make a quick. Did I blueprint it? Thought I did. Did I lose it? I did lose it. Oh. I think I got so amazed by it that I just didn't blueprint it. bed of anchor. In theory, that's should be fine then. And we'll just do one over here. And that should be fine. That should just build the whole thing. So I might have to fly out myself to put down the construction piles, but otherwise it should be okay. I think that should be enough for that. Do the other side as well. Yeah, I don't understand the UPS though, like, I don't have a big factory, so that's so bizarre. So bizarre. This looks out of alignment. It's gonna be okay. I know when you build lots of scaffold, the UPS does go a bit funky though. Alright, we'll just make a little factory of this somewhere nearby. Nice if we put it in here. It's gonna rip up all this shit somehow. Do I need this brick factory? I mean, is it even delivering bricks? Like, what's it doing? That wasn't a nothing. This is a test case. Oh my god, this is just a nothing. It doesn't do anything. It's so funny. I was just showing someone in a stream and I left it there and I realized I thought it was an actual thing. It doesn't do anything. There's got plenty of room. Alright, so oh, pretty slide it out. I'm gonna get this in use. Bring on the copper cable belt, to be honest. This is overkill on the copper. It needs 30 a second, which is 5 for a yellow belt. Well, actually, I'll say that these two have to be shared. I'll give another one further out. Up there. That'd work. Oh, stupid. Yeah, I need them here and here. So this one can't get it, but I can get from existing. Because these other three can grab from here, here, and here. But can I get a leapfrog over these only? I think so. There we go. Might be enough. That 5.92 versus 6.5. That's not too bad. Hard to believe we're a shortage of druangans, but I guess all my factories are running, so. How have we got so many low density though? 4,000. Well, it's a buff to heat shielding as well, but I'm not sure how. I'm gonna get one more out here. This ratio here is fine to get another one. Yeah, we don't need this here, but we'll keep it alive. One extra one will help. Right, that should go all day long now. It's a little bit low on the, this one here is obviously a bit sad. Nice if this chest here could use. I think it's feasible. Okay, doing pretty good. Should get a little more delivery capsules. Still very negative, but less negative. It means the whole network slows up, was that? It's like shooty here. It's now got bricks, so it's now getting copper. So they're all built now, which is amazing. Oh, they've sent it back home. That's awkward. So what I have to do is... Oh, these ones do it as well. My thing is these are going again, so we should get a lot more chromium. We had a big buffer for a while, but we kind of chewed through it. They seem both happy again, so I'm happy if they're happy. Now we got to this oil up here, we didn't hook it up. I mean, technically it's connected to my base. Maxed out on all three fluids, which is good, but we know coal. Why not? Connect to it greater than 200 coal. Oh. I should get no coal. Okay. Yeah, can't do much with that coal problem. We had a coal somewhere up here. Then we're going up here to get coal. I can't remember. Is it coal up there? Yeah, it's coal there. Alright, where's this main line? Where's the coal needed? I need for this plastic down here. Just gotta wiggle through. We'll go through north. We'll go north side. There it is, we're in the back. We're playing Kenshi again. Maybe. It's got Project Zomboid I was playing offline in Maholic, which was quite peaceful. Let's get back into that. We want to finish this though. It's just yeah, it's taking a long time. Have they built this yet? No. Of course they haven't. Did I do a new print? Oh my god, I did it. Oh, I'm so dumb. Why did I do that? I thought I made a print this time. I did the whole thing. Strange. Yeah, why are these bottom ones not working? Reclaim those tiles. Good point. Why are they building this bottom area? It's like the because I've run out of superchargers. Is that it? No, it is. Oh, I got 12 in my pocket. I think that's fine. The reports. I think technically we don't need the bottom one if we do this, because it should reach enough of it that the other half doesn't need it. Which means we can save. We can just do the center of them. In theory, just do the center 4? Maybe? Maybe in one join on the outside. It's easier, the less of them I need, the easier it is for this setup. But this one's okay, it's actually got most of it built anyway. I think the middle ones just need the build. We just have a line of them instead. And the outside one just using the green. And that'll work. We just have it row of 18 like that in one line. I kind of know this because of the robot distance, but actually if I ignore the distance and just do a straight line of them, that's probably the easiest way to do it. And then I can just do a group of these without these top ones having things. I don't need all this. I mean, technically you need the power pole. You don't need the construction pile, and you don't need the supercharger. That's really my thing anyway. You can see at the bottom on here they've run out of scaffold. Yeah. They're pretty good. We're on 46 gigawatts, so we need 60, so that's not bad. I can math that bit better this next time. This whole thing I can put under a blueprint. Even this thing here can be included, I guess. I should have more solar panels, I thought. Do I ran out of them? Oh, I have. Okay. So I should get exactly what I need for the whole thing. I thought I'd almost had enough for 2/3 of it, but I miscalculated. And the problem is all these bots are waiting out here for... That's the problem with setup. What are these bots just waiting? So not to do it for next time. Just do a straight line through. We only need 4 of these. And then the number of radial construction pylons, I think we'll keep it at 4 as well. The power pole's the same. Just not needing these top things. The bottom ones can go too. That one we'll keep because we already got it. But don't need the construction pylons either. No for these, don't need them. So we can get rid of these top ones. We don't need these. All the red construction pylons. Bit of a mess this current one. That's okay. Got the gist of it, what we'll do. That's all connected. Alright, let's come fly back to Nauvis orbit and get the rest of this. We're gonna do it so it's got a whole thing on board the one ship though. This is one trip. So we'll get the whole print next time. Yeah, we got a lot of bots missing, I'm missing, but it looks like we got 1,000 here still. Definitely. Well, I actually had enough superchargers. Yeah. Wait. If you don't feel like streaming, yeah. I'll do something else. I don't want to watch TV though. Yeah, I can watch TV actually. I got 3 shows I can watch. 4 shows, wow, okay. I want to get this print done though, because if I get the exact print, it'll be much easier to lay out the other 8. But look at this, it's a bit of a mess right now. But we can blueprint this whole thing. Let's have a look at what is the total footprint. There we go, 78,000, 4,500. That's not too bad. I've overbuilt. I've totally overbuilt. That's good. This layout actually isn't that bad. I think because we can land in here, it'll build out quite well. I would like it though it didn't have so many row ports, but I think giving oh, it's also adding this this thing which we don't need. We'll do straight. I think this is better though than the straight line version, even though it's slightly more expensive to build because you do need 12 rate of construction. So this is anchor V1. Anchor power, that is. We can anchor right where we did last time, right here. So we got 50,000 more panels. Like, we've already got enough flat solars. We don't need any more. And my poor bots are gonna cause mayhem. I need another one of these. I like when things pop, you know? It's not cool. What's the math on this anyway? If we check the logic anyway. Oh, we go for 80,000. Okay. So, I've actually mapped it out. It's actually only 40,000. So, we'll drop this down to 60,000. Maybe 40,000. It's 5 times 8, it's 40. That was too much. If that stops, that frees up a lot of resources to go further. Oh, humming go elsewhere then. I kind of like the idea of keep making these because they are like good for death rays. I mean, massive death rays is not a bad problem to have. It also means that all the stuff I built here might be kept. So of this though, I'm way short on the scaffolding still. I should have put the scaffolding around where the spaceship is when it dock. Was a bit more planned. But I think you lose a few bots is okay. Just annoying. About 4,000 bots moving stuff. No heat shielding, no. I don't know what I did wrong, but I must have broken that one up here and I built it. Oh, not hooked up correctly, okay. Did break it. Okay, what's wrong? Oh, I see. That tile's wrong, that tile's wrong. What's this one here? This is... What's this one? That's water as well. This one says not good. What's this? This is a nothing. And then the rest of this should work after that. I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe things that get broken by pipes in the way. Oh, and that one's broken too. Wow. Yeah, a lot of pipe mess there. We got the pyroflux though. I think it's okay now, but I haven't done a full print yet. The idea is to have it this 4 and that as one print in theory. So I kind of like the one print And then like the one starter, then you extend it. But none of these are going because there's no water. These pipes built. Pipe it up. Oh, bots. I guess they're flying around a few places. Now, is this one up here okay? This one is okay. The weird thing is I copy. I know where the copy goes wrong. Because I've got existing one-way pipes in the way when I do it. And I don't delete them. So I've just got to delete the existing pipes when I put this down. And it won't create the problem. This is still not got this pipe here. Come on, guys. Yeah, here we go. Get this going. The red balls. Plastic and... Oh, another problem here. This is going. It's looking promising. That's better. So I kind of killed that whole belt, all that production. This will start going as well soon. Needs a few more bots to kick in. Do a reboot after this as well. Computer's on hadur. Hey, look at that, it's coming through. Just taking the two missing items. That one's going, I think this is going, and this is going. Okay, good. Alright, we filled it up. Looks like we have. So we can finish the scaffold and we go. Now, did I get another anchor? No. Okay. Neutrinos interact with other particles so rarely that we would need a light, thick lead wall to stop half of them passing through. Just a tiny light year. They sound like introverted particles. Maybe we're secretly neutrinos. We should destroy the rest of these chests that I don't need in the ship. Like this. This is a legacy thing. And that. That there's technically correct. But these two don't need to be here. I haven't really looked at this payload yet. This is an old spaceship I brought over. Oh, this is a bit stupid. There's room for improvement here. It's kind of multi-use ship right now. We've got this plague rocket situation. There's a plague rocket cannon here, but we've removed it. Get the mass down a little bit enough, that's when it goes so slow. But I think between 196 versus 217, it's not too big a difference. This ship is so outdated. So outdated. I'm glad we get this first anchor down though. we're going to work on the rest of them. Now why is it there? It should be docking in here. Here we go. Build it and they will come. Yeah, I guess we save a few scaffolds, we do that as well. This bot's perfectly aligned, waiting when their turn to get charged up. That's looking pretty good. Oh, let's put down that shit again. Whoops. I don't know whether the bots in my spaceship was set up properly to add them back. I might not wait long enough to load up that. We added it to this chest here and it... Well, it gave me 48. Actually, it's not too bad. I don't see 48 though. Where are they? Was it 48 in storage? They're definitely not on here though. Where the hell are they? Oh, whatever. Alright, how's my power looking? 58. Oh, we're so close. Why isn't it? Oh, what? Why didn't I finish this off? It's only a sweet time, that's why. Did I miscalculate or something? I thought I did it perfect. I need 18 of these grids. I've done 18. Oh no, I need 18.3 I think. Shit. 12 by 12.1. A3. 3 times 60. No, it's not right. Up at 280. That's 17.78. So why is it off? That should be 60 gigawatts now. Done something wrong. So if I calculate, let's copy this whole thing. How many solar panels have I got? 4700. That's not right. We're supposed to have 4860. Something about my tiles is wrong. I mean, we can split one more. This seems a bit weird. I kind of need one extra for the defenses anyway. Neutrino walks into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve neutrinos here." Neutrino replies, "Oh, I was just passing through." That's a good one, Veldak. I see the logic there. $280. I've miscalculated somewhere. And then we need the actual anchor tile. I'll put in the middle of this one actually. This final one can be the anchor. What's the power at? 61.6. And that's good. It's 4900, so we're over. So why is it 19? I must have miscalculated. I don't understand. I think the way I've tiled it, the bottom one's missing a whole rung on the whole bottom row. So each one's missing a bottom rung here. These should be one tile further south on the blueprint. That's why we need an extra tile. That's fine though. It means I'm just gonna put one in the middle of this. I'll just put the anchor. Oh, fine. Need more tiles. There we go, one anchor done. Bingo. Nice. Alright, let's go get rid of the extra scaffolding. And extra buildings. We don't need these things everywhere. Cancel both meetings. What a trickster. It's so clever. I love it. I don't need that corner one either. Got that one. I don't need that. I think we're good. Alright, let's go and remove scaffold. And then we should be good for print it. It should be fine. I've missed that bit down there. It's such a weird blueprint though. That's fine. It will just be the same everywhere. This thing here could be laid out differently. I mean 12 defense is a bit overkill. But no scaffold wasted. We probably got too many radial construction pylons in the scheme of things, but when you look at this radius on this thing, oh, it doesn't even show you. It's so dumb. It's like 2 lots, so technically every second one could be a pylon, and that'd be fine as well. But I can't bother quibbling over that. I think we are good. So I'm just gonna launch my ship. I need to get my bots out of here though. I think we got most of them. Cool. So why is the electricity not filled up? Strange. Anyway. Looks like my bots all came home. Good on them. We'll launch from here. And then we'll blueprint this whole thing. Now that there bit won't matter. So it reckons it's 5,000 tiles and 81,000 scaffold. We're like, I guess like a gigawatt and a bit over. Which is fine. 81,000 scaffold though, I should make sure I got that on my ship. And the 5,000 things. Let's go, we got 1 done. 7 more to go. Now I spent I think 12 to 14 hours doing this last time. My other run. And I did it between exploring. So I kind of went off the middle of nowhere. Picked up some microspheres. I mean, this thing here I can go to solar orbits that I've been to and do exploration. So I can go to all these ones around here, for instance, and anchor the nearby systems. Or I can go far away. It doesn't really matter where you anchor. I mean, I still got all these planets to go. I've been to these planets. They got their modules. And then I gotta do the math. Can you math it? Tell me about B vitamins. I think about low though. I need to buy more vitamins. Such a scam. Don't even know what we're doing though. It's all like make believe. Alright. How's my iridite? Oh, where is it? This one. I was talking about health here. We're getting ingots crafted. Let me move that. That's a big patch too, so if I do math on the rate calculator on this, should be okay. Reckons we're actually positive 12 still. Wow, so I can even do more. That patch is really good. I'm not gonna do a fifth one, but I could do a fifth one. I guess at some point though, some of these patches will mine out, the edge ones, then the rate I get it will decrease. I went sideloads anyway. We kind of accounted for that. We need some more patches here to use. It's a matter of hooking them up. This one's a double. This one's a small patch though. Now look at this. I don't think we're using it that well. Those are enough for 12 more, which is probably another one of these. Or two. This doesn't look like it's going though. No red balls and no iridite. Oh, the pipe's in the way. Okay, okay. The rest of it hooked up? Nope, it's up and away too. And the rest of it's okay. But I think once we get this one done, group of 4, we should be able to cut and paste this whole thing. There's one print. But it's not the worst print. It does tile to the robot bridge. So it's quite a good layout. What we're gonna do is plug in this part here, so I can maybe which one's the best of them? This one's pretty good here. This is right plumb. I think it's the best print of them all. So I'll just print this. That. This I don't even know what to call this. Let's do the ingots. And one delivery cannon icon. Oh, it's got this random ass long belt here. Alright, let's put it in a way. We're gonna work on some more prints. But now we go grab another mine, for instance. We go way out here, 20 mil. Must be one's closer though. Although that 36, 10 mil, 8 mil, there's so many big patches. The one that's close though, you don't really want to on the watts, you don't have to. I think it's like we only got like a single one here, which is a bit sad. Oh, that's on the old setup too. I can invert what I just did. No, I can't. Can't invert it. I have to put it on the other side. Actually, there's a stone patch there. Oh, it's tiny though. Would like to buff this one. It's actually wasting power though, so I should change this to be the efficiency module anyway. I think it's hybrid. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's maybe it's just speed. Yeah, it's a speed one, so it's fine. Anyone's efficiencies. There we go. It's downgraded. Won't be a problem. And that patch is 40 mil. It seems a bit of a waste. Oh, we've got a 3 mil here. We've got 3 of them on it, and this one's a 17 mil one. I think we should just go out this side here. That would make the most sense. So we'll ignore the fact that we pulled it over here. What's the rate of consumption? I'm at 32. This eats it at something. -8. Yeah, tiny. Alright, we're going to do a big print to the west of this. And just pretend we didn't do what we just did before. Actually, where's the robot grid? I'll line it up with it. I think here would work. Otherwise we could do, actually I'll go one further out. Then we can line up with that bit better. Do it there. Nice. That should work much easier. I can leave one of the belts going there, but definitely does not need 2 belts. That's overkill. So you, my friend, going this way now. I think as we actually hook into another 4x4 anyway. And then it should do its thing. Now we've got acid and water to move. It's already here though, so it's not too bad. This is an old design, I believe, though. But with acid we can move up its top side, I believe. One day we'll get proper train version of this, I think. That'd be quite useful. We might do this non-train. Pipe for life. Pipe my life. There we go. That should get that going. Don't have enough bots to make all that very vast, but they'll do their best. I mean, this little base here, not too bad. It seems to be pretty efficient. A lot of oil. Hopefully now this is a little bit more delivery cannons now. Still negative. Damn, I thought it would have gone positive from that change. This heat shielding, not good enough. I don't get another one in here. I think I can. Have a look. Yeah, I can fit 2 more in here. I think. Oh, you have to do long arms and short arms. Oh, we've got no of that though. Let me get this one round, let's do another one. I don't like these little loops like this though, they work out quite well. Don't think I need that. Well, it does use a lot actually, but so that will work. Bit more heat shielding. A little bit sadder, but a little bit less sad. Oh, look at that! The low density is jammed up. Amazing. Anchor nauvis, yes. I need to change this payload. I might get rid of some of these temporary ones I got on board. Like this sort of thing here, like this is a waste. I guess I'm trying to do a lot of things at once. Oh, I got 2 of these chests, that's weird. 2 the efficiency module ones. That's really strange. I don't think I need 2 of them. We'll make another scaffold collector. Do we have any more scaffold? Any more of these? This heavy assembler is like just not getting created, eh? This doesn't want to. This is stuffed. Right, this is going a bit better. Seems to be keeping up a bit better. What were these things? Oh yeah, they were going to be like more health packs, but maybe I can make them on the ground. But that one's really good. I do like the compact beacon. Oh, you've got the, I keep forgetting. I just saw the plan I started setting up, but I didn't do anything with druanga. Is it doing stuff? Looks like it's big no. It stopped. Whatever it was doing was it ran out of oh, got clogged up. Okay. Oh, we got no setters. Why are we no setters? No stone? We got stone's belt here though. There's got 500 stone. How's there no stone for this? I need this brick thing. Poor little world. Here we go. It's the power. It's fine. Yeah, so we got bricks. How's this thing get bricks to this thing? Do I request that as well? Probably do. Make sure it works. Here we go. And then we'll get green chips, then we get inserters, and ore mining carries on again. Because this is a massive beryl world. I just sort of lazily slap the stuff down, and I got the speed modules ready to go, but yeah, I haven't got the inserters. It was ready to go as well, but no inserters. I think it was a good producing planet too. Yeah, got lots of copper, lots of oil. Don't see much else though. It's supposed to be barrels, so big coal patches and stuff. Anyway, we don't really care about that. What I care about is this ship. So we have 4,800 per thing. My print needs, I think it's 82,000. Where's my print? So it's 81,000. What's the exact number? I wish I told you, you know? Should mouse over it, should get the exact number, not a rounded number. Like, is that rounded down? Or is it rounded up? I think it's this, say it's 81,400, it'll say 81,000. So it rounds down, I think. But I don't know. The only way to check is to look at catalyst orbit. Do another blueprint. Hey, Bigs and Fries! Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Hey, I got a question for you. How do you figure out how many exactly this is? Do you know? Does it round down? Why are you hungry again? The name? In the last hour I was fixing train stations. Oh. Was it fun? Did you enjoy yourself? I'm starting to use anchors. But I don't know I got enough resources on board my ship. So, say I assume 82,000. Divide by 4,800. That's 17 chests. I'll enjoy the fact that it does as I start to build more factory. Oh yeah. Very fair. That's 10. That's 14. That's 15. So I just need 2 more, I think. And solar panels. There's 960 per chest. This thing is 5,000. That's 5 chests. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. So that one has got some, but it's a bit misleading. There's so many random things in the ship that don't belong. Like this thing here, like what the hell's going on here? This is just dumb. Now, this repair pack should be part of this chest here. There was a mild circuit problem resulting in stations always requesting one more train. Oh. And since I designed things to run at multiple trains a minute with many materials, I couldn't have an extra train load sitting at stations. All right. Wow, that would have caused a huge like rolling problem, eh? This thing can go. It's dumb. I'm gonna do a chest of space probes. Alright, what's the mass now? So it's pretty good now then, eh? Is that's what I'm hearing. Better than it's better than it was before. I think I'm gonna, unless I get some more iridite, I can't get this built. So weird, I'm literally running out of this one item. Heavy assemblers. Oh well. Almost got the payload. So enough for a third payload there too on the... Plus we can start decommissioning this. And then I can finish my second playthrough on the secret ending, hopefully, if I figure out the math inside Factorio. I guess I check on my iridite. The new factory is getting built, which is a good sign. I'm happy with that. Is this not even going? What the hell? Oh my god. I didn't realise I actually didn't have enough delivery cannon shells. Whoops. They might have plenty of iridite, it's just I can't get off this planet. We're not heat shielding here, okay. Speaking of API implementation, I need to bounce to do some late night work. Alright, take care, Burger Fries. Thanks for the raid again. I'll spot you on the flip side of Factorio and streaming. Alright, I'm gonna do heat shielding. Might grab it from... Might do... How many have I got here? Let's have a look at iridite. It says I got no iridite. I think that's a lie. But maybe it's true. This has got 554 in this chair, so this can't deliver any off-world, so we might have a lot sitting around. Oh, we've got no arse machines? No A7. Oh, my bots are in use. Oh, it's looking okay. Looking okay. Well, it's not building this building because my bots are busy out this way. And they're flying in all directions, but we don't have enough construction bots. I must have some different... I just have bad logic back home. In here. We got 10 available. What? I want more than that. 500 please. This request is... Well, that's just stupid, isn't it? What's the default ones? No, we'll just copy and paste it. Available construction Z. Yeah, I think I did that for, yeah, whatever. They'll get that going. Yeah, this is, available logistics X. I think I was doing a special case. Then I cut and pasted onto other worlds, and that special case became everyone's case. Okay, it's not so bad. I think it could be better, but whatever. I just want this built though. I want to get these capsules built again, but they're not building the building for me. So there's 619 construction blocks. They're all in use. I mean, I told them to go build this factory out here, so they are. But it'd be nice if they like reprioritized a little bit. Would be appreciated. We'll do look at this delivery cannon cuts and pastes over though, so we keep the resources good. Yeah, we've got heaps of cannons to go. Okay. Some of my iridite might not be as bad as I thought, it's just that my delivery cannons was busted because nauvis delivery was busted. Nauvis delivery is busted because I don't know, I must have started making too many LDSs off world. Which is causing a negative drain. Though we look like we're slightly positive on capsules. No, definitely negative still. I mean, these chests all got to fill up a little bit, don't they? The belt's looking full though, so I guess we're catching up. Stamped spaghetti. Yeah, that's the one. I mean, this here was like... This took a lot of work to build. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But it's a bit of a mess. Bit of a mess. I keep the old base alive the whole game. We've got an ore wagon waiting still. But there's no more iron ore to mine. We stopped mining iron and copper in this planet. This is dead to me, these dead patches. I went up here to get some stone, I believe, but oh, that patch is mining down. Not really though. We went up there to get. There's one up here for 6 million. We're going to get. Well, the butters that looking like they're dropping off. There's not too much left. I'm liking that. Personality, eh? I really like this orbit base though. It's so condensed. And it's so functional. The best thing is it's actually really easy to expand because I don't like try to use the previous resources. I just remake the whole thing into a new thing rather than try to integrate between areas. And even this is going good now. This little hijack of your thing, Vilnick. It's made a good amount of science. Hey, we've got 3,000 science sitting around. Cool. Yeah, I manually rebalanced this, then I added this the blueprint I showed you. I didn't quite fix it here, so we kind of request a bit too much back in. Ends up keeping these numbers a good number, about twice over their balanced total they need to be. And the rest just float around up here doing their thing occasionally. They're not very quick, but it does work. Yeah, and I wasn't supposed to output outside. I used your logic though for the check signal, and divide the total of all the arco by 4. So this math here is I do a quarter of all total minus the check, which is 3 of each, and output. And so that's how much this will request set filters on, and also how much it requests in here. So this request here doesn't really matter. Yeah, I hacked your thing together, that's for sure. I bolted on my little workaround. Doesn't go very fast, but I mean, yeah, this is going down, so these are a bit too slow. The problem is with my build is I haven't fixed this part yet. It's this raw requesting 4 of the highest, which is always lambdas. But we shouldn't have 70 lambdas outside in the first place. So yeah, eventually this will not go very fast at all. But we've got 3,000 sites idling, so that's fine. But yeah, I might fix this offline later. We don't need to fix it right now. We need to I think we got the payload. So we can go to another star system and put another anchor down. So we're gonna go Finestra. Yeah, I know you had two different balances internalized, and I was like, I'll try to get my thing going. It took me an hour to do my little hack job, so it does research. So not that I am researching anything. I'm trying not to research anything further because this is a waste of resources in theory. Hey, it's working. We'll get this change fix here going. Hey, it's built at Phonics. So I just want to get this these going a bit better. 3 cannons. The first thing I'm going to fix is the heat shielding, which means we need ingots. Now, I guess I don't technically have ingots available here. See, I don't actually have it available on my network. What I might do is have this nearby one split off the ingots. Hey, where's my inserter? Oh, yeah. Is that the right one? That's not the right one. That one. Must have pushed X on accident. If it was possible, I would give you some of my spare 800 argospheres. Ha! That's a lot of spares. Oh, the problem about this is these things are going to request them, aren't they? Well, I guess a dilution I might get some. You need the odd one to get down. No, thanks for follow Skulk board. Welcome. How's it going? Alright, let's get I think it's right here maybe. And then we just need to pick sulfur and stone tablets up. Just my NEC playthrough. Oh, nice! It's a great mod. If you got the patience for it, it does take a long time. A lot of people get burnt out on their first try. They get to space, and then they realize how long it's going to take, and they go, "Oh, it's going to take too long." But it's a great mod for expanding your circuit knowledge. It kind of forces you to do circuit knowledge. My bots are a bit better though. They Those have got 600 bot spare now, so they should just build. First ingot unpacker. So still missing sulfur. And just to go in. We want to do it for a while, but none of my mates were keen, so that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, if you do it with mates, you'd probably get like maybe 10 hours with your mates, and then they'd be like, oh. This is such a long mod. Okay, got no stone bricks. That's on awkward. Do I have stone here at all? I got a stone patch right next to me, but I guess that's the problem. I need this brick business. Actually, this should be I should prod this up. It's slow enough that we should prod it. This thing here, the glass, is stupid. Yeah, I really need stone here. I don't think we deliver cannon over. Have we not got inserters? Oh, we got normal inserters. We got sad inserters. For some reason, we got no blue inserters. I think the best thing of this mod though is the core mining is it's quite a nice game mechanic. So rather than building out forever, building new patches, the core mining gets better and better the better your research gets. Early on, core mining is pretty bad. You're only doing it for a little bit of pyroflux. But later on it gets really good when your productivity gets above like 80% plus. Really good. Okay, we are making them. Just we don't seem to have any. Oh, they got no green chips either. That's all good. There's green chips right here, so we should be able to insert it. Maybe when I do this and I forget about it, because then the bots will fill the whole chest. So I gotta wait for the bots, which I hate doing. We're seeing like override like priority like of queue, like construction bot. This is this item here, first priority. That's what we're doing like Oni though. In that game, you're not just doing priority all the time. And then all the passive stuff is only when you're really like not playing. And then all the background stuff gets built. Come on bots, can you please build this? I mean, I know you got spare time. Where's your belts? You've got some belts, not many. Go this way. We did build this big factory out here too, which is... well, it's mostly built. But we're actually lacking stone, so... massive coal patches. We can get stoned some other way, you know? We can also do like specific core mines, so just specifically core mine stone on that and on the stone world. You just get like a lower yield, that's all. Rather than this mixed thing. You just get RNG. And this one's like fixed, but it's a very low fixed rate. Oh, actually, are going to meeting building. Oh, they built that one. Alright, we can add this in. Add a filter for green chips. And then that should help this building's stack inserters. So we actually need the build inserters. Even they're not really doing their thing. The green chips, I don't even know how we get green chips here. But you do get stone, but it's not much. Not much at all. Can't do much about that. No getting from delivery cans or something. Well, the problem is we're making all these blue chips. But it seems that we're using them because we keep making more factories. And then we do this sort of thing, making 15 per module, we're making 200 of these, so it's endlessly eating. I might just drop the number of modules down. Maybe 45 is enough. Save for this one. These other ones are like low. Got plenty of red chips, but yeah, the green chips, not so good. So they're going to take forever to build these things. I might just downgrade them all to yellows. At least I build them. This is going to be iridite unboxing. Sulfur. No sulfur, really? The whole belt of it right here. Bit low on gas. I don't know where the gas will be used. Where's it all going? I was making plastic constantly. Oh. Okay. And this one doesn't get much, but, well, we could do more of these. We're actually gonna more oil for more. I guess we can wiggle this sulfur to there. Hopefully that gets the heat shielding done. We'll add the ingots. Those have got none, but I thought I added one up here. Oh, it's because it's this thing. Here we go. Hope that works. Just trying to patch job my duricans, or lack of them. Alright, sulfur. Less than 20. Surprised we got bricks. I don't know where they come from, but maybe get them off world. Oh, there we are. Okay, I see. I guess we can prod that up. And that. Oh, I know about this as well. We don't want too much. This is heat less than 100. I think it's sweet time. Wow. What are my bots doing, man? Can you just build this, do I have no passive provider chests? Maybe I don't. No green chips. Damn. There's 4 on the way, but could be lying to me. There's no belts even. What's going on with the belts? I can speed that one up. Oh, I'm gonna wait forever for them to deliver though. We only got 500 bots spare though, so we should be okay, but I'm not doing their job. A lot of waiting. A lot of waiting. Oh, this iridite would have stayed in delivery cannon production as well. From nauvis. I see now what we got. It's into our other game too. The iridite kind of makes stuff that makes delivery cannons work good. So when your iridite goes and you rely on it, kind of clogs everything up. And this gets worse and worse. Okay, we finally got that upgraded. This is not getting green chips, is it? It's gonna... That's its style as well, I guess. I can speed this whole lot up. These don't have to be slow factories. I set them up originally because... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That one's... Every planet I've done this. It's supposed to have 10 and we make 2400 burner inserters. I mean, sure, I mean, we might need to make a massive daisy chain of burners one day, but I don't think so. I think it's like a little healthier. Now, I think it's going to have prod modules as well, but I think I didn't do it because they have to go through quickly and they have low power cost. But I think there's not enough ore for it to not have prod modules. Even having prod modules of these makes a big difference. Not that we've got much surplus resources. We got 233,000 iron though. And we're taking it from off-world instead, which is a bit stupid. So what we should do is add a normal one here. I don't know whether we got any spare. We got 5 of those. Oh, we do have one of those, but that's the wrong building type. It's supposed to be a one of those. Close that one. It mucks up things when you have storage chests, but not supposed to be storage chests. Heritage design for. Alright, so are we getting... Oh my god, these are back to front too, what the hell? We still haven't got this, like, wow, like, come on man. It still hasn't built this passive provider up here. I mean, we've got all these other passive providers sitting around. Let's go borrow them. I guess we can repatriate a few. These are part of a... they're part of an older design. I can't remember what was a change, but we did something different and we like didn't need these two. I'm a bit skimpy on resources. Oh, these bots here. Ah, it's logi bots too. That's a shame. Alright, we have to build robots straight down here, I think. Thank you for the follow. I'll just see your name in a second. Thanks for it's surrender. How's it going? If my bots like that treatment, might connect these two up as well. Bots don't like doing diagonals, eh? They really get pissy with me. This sort of no man's land situation. Just bots just die. Try to be nice to them, you know, give them a little bit of help. Marth? What's Marth? How's it going, Cyber the Fox? Hydra and stretch. Maybe I do need a stretch. I'm a bit slouchy. I'm very slouchy actually. Okay. Is this done? No, oh my god, like come on. Let's get some water then. I'll pour a glass of water. Alright, come on. He built, I mean I gave it some, I built it. No, he hasn't built it. What? Freed up so many more resources and it still isn't enough for the, I guess because it prioritized these ones. And these aren't the ones I want. Marth is what this fox says. Oh. Happy fox. Happy Marth. Alright, I'm gonna need to go to another star system. I'm gonna go to Irione. I've been there before. Hopefully we can build a anchor there. I've got one on board. So we've done one anchor. We built this one anchor, yeah. Not ring ding 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 ding. I've never really said that. Well, I just said it. What does that mean? What does that make me? Does that make me a ding 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 dong? Or a dingling? Ding ding dingling. Ding ding dingling. The play on what does the fox say? Oh. Yeah, bit too clever for me. I used to know that when I was younger. I have no idea now. Long time ago. In a land far, far away, we knew things. Look at this little shitty ship. It's really, I don't know. It reminds me of like 2 feet, like a hobbit, like a little short hobbit. Got them munchy big feet. Look like claw, like big paws. Half bear, half hobbit. But then again, it doesn't look like that at all. Need like a little bit longer. Among Us hobbit. Oh yeah. Yeah, those Among Us characters are quite square, rectangular or squarish, aren't they? Doing their thing. Alright, 3 minutes to Irione, cool. Hopefully we get Hadur fixed up by then. Hobbit seems a little sus. Yeah. Apparently you can get a Among Us Factorio character. You can mod your game to have it as the main character. Now, we were making all these, I suspect. Oh, what the hell? We've made 2400 here. So we are making heat shielding here. Oh. This is really sad. Okay, so if I just plug this sulfur in, like, if I stop being an idiot, we'll be fine. Wow, okay. Could have told me earlier. Oh, man. Could have been smarter about this. There. Plugged in. Sus engineer. Yeah, man. Totally sus engineer. Oh, man, these belts. Come on. Come on, bots. I mean, they are putting my yellow belts out here, and there are a lot of them. I guess we ran out of beacons again, which is not sure how that happened so quick. Yeah, I was trying to fix my Duru cannon's capsules here. But no heat shielding, right? So I'm trying to get iridium ingots, but that's not working. And now I'm trying to get these belts built so I can get the... Is this not requesting iridium? Because there's no passive provider getting built. Maybe I've got buffer chest instead. Oh, I got buffer chest. We'll just do a buffer chest then, because I actually build that. Then we'll just request override buffer chest. Build with what you got, not what you'll get, and then things will work. This can now request some buffer. I did a bad and has scrapped my 100 times science multiply game. By expansion was still on. Oh. Can you just turn the by expansion off? Or does it ruin your achievements and stuff too much? Well, you don't really need the achievements, but... I don't know. 100 times science though, what the hell? How long is that gonna take? Why do people do these like crazy science multipliers anyway? I mean, I can understand for the mega base stuff, but there's a point where you're like just putting too much. Is that a thing? Was that or a pi run? Oh my. Well, I think a pi run would be quicker than 100x SpaceX. Well, it might be about the same actually, because like the weird thing about SpaceX is actually the science is actually kind of cheap. There's only a few expensive sciences, and you don't need them. You're gonna bypass a bunch of the expensive ones. Like you don't need nukes, you don't need mining productivity, you don't need that at all. You can just get by without it. So, and they cost a fortune to use, but all the normal stuff's really, really low cost. You can actually do that quite cheaply with 100x. But I think pi is just in general. It's like I think it's, I don't know much about it, but I was told it's like a lot of recipes, kind of outdate old recipes, which like reminds me of Nullius, which I really hated. Logistics science pack costs 2,500. Yeah, that doesn't seem too much. Is that? That's a bit cheap, isn't it? See, mine's 500. How's that 100 times? 10 times is 5,000. So 50,000. Surely. Oh, the science bit. My bad. My brain just goes straight to logistics systems because... yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, 7500. I mean, if I did 100x, I just do it to get to orbit. Maybe to logistics science and I'd stop. I don't think doing the whole run would be a bit difficult for me. I mean, I'm 266 hours on a 1x. And I've played it before. I mean, this is me trying to do it more efficiently. But I kind of got a little bit distracted. And then time just disappeared. Look at that, we've actually got some production on delivery cannons. Finally. On first SC playthrough and just got delivery cannon set up. Holy shit. Hey Merc14, happy days. Welcome aboard. Yeah man, delivery cannons is where it's at. I mean, I skipped rockets this time. I went delivery cannons and spaceships. And train elevators. The only downside of delivery cannons is how many items you make to make the capsules. As long as you make the capsules, because this attacks, it's fine. So this is what I've done. Each planet's got their own little delivery cannon array. So they're just like, they work like a top-up system. So if the planet is low on something, it will top it up. Otherwise, the planet will mine it itself from core mining or from, you know, mining patches. So it's really good for kickstarting a new planet. So like this one, which one I go to first? I'll just show you Fodius. This is a beryl coal planet, and so I just send like delivery cannon stuff into here, and you see not much is arriving. Like a little bit of sulfur has arrived. All the rest of the stuff is already here, you see, so it doesn't send much very often. Because it does mine a lot of stuff itself now. Each of these planets are set up core mining. This is a coal core miner. So you do get the coal, you burn it, but then you get normal cores, and this gives you all the other resources. Even though it's not much, it's still enough to run a small base. So I've got these, there's all the ore processing, and then I got like a little mini little mall here with belts, not bots. Just to make inserters and belts and stuff. Just the basic stuff. This stuff over here is more complicated if we want to make a bigger factory later on. One of robots and stuff. That's just like a little mall. But again, this is mostly fed by not bots. Mostly belt based. But you know, you can just plug in other resources for that, and that helps it out. Like I got these like little copper pack, little mining ingot things. But I don't have to deliver copper here, for instance. I can just use the local copper. But yeah, it's quite fun, this mod. I think the spaceships is like just insanely good. Really, really fun. These are like late game, mid to late game haulers. They get quite complicated. You get like all these wires everywhere. They don't need the, like, all the stuff here can be off the ship, but I put it on the ship. You're supposed to put it have a docking clamp and then put them off the ship. I'm working towards the secret factory Savi. Currently I'm just building stuff. Things and stuff. I'll show you what I mean. I had to start a patch build. This is my anchor build. Should be able to just knock it down. Not build an uncharted territory. What? What do you mean uncharted territory? What the hell? I'll chart you out quickly. There you go. Yeah, so to get the secret victory, you gotta build 8 anchors, and they cost a fortune. So I've been saving my resources for a while to get that going. And that's Fine there. My bots gonna do it? What are they doing? Are they no... Why is it full of... Get out of here, stupid bots. There's supposed to have 50 bots in there, not all these other ones. Maybe make this a low number. Aren't they building? Do they not feel like it? Oh, here they go. But to get these pylons down, it should help them build. These like rated construction pylons are real good. Get like massive building footprint. One of the blueprints, I think, is you can't select an order to build in. Like if you can put ordered blueprints, it'd be insanely good. Like that'd be very, very clever to implement that. But oh wow, it'd be so good. Oh, there we go. Now they're gonna build this sweet ass time. I think they don't like the initial build because how many robots down? Why aren't they building the rest? I'm gonna put one of these things down myself then. No, it's off by one tile. Really? It's still off? Oh no, it's another... I see. It should have worked out better than that. They should have gone out. Hey, what a... Welcome. Are you winning, son? I'm trying to win. I'm trying to do the secret victory. But you know, it's taking me sweet long time. I was gonna do a short stream too, and I was like, it's gonna log off like about an hour and a half ago now. But I thought I'd carry on. I'm putting the dimensional anchors for the secret victory. This is the second anchor. I take their sweet time though to get these to build, you know, they do their thing. I got production utility done. Oh nice, that's quick. How many hours into you now? Oh, there's no oh, these bots don't really believe me, do they? 9-2. Oh, nice. He's a lot slower VCK too, eh? I've really changed it a lot since I first played it. Well, a lot of the changes I was like glad I didn't have to go through it because it's so much slower to get things. 0.5 versus 0.6. Massive difference. You used to feel like kind of rushed to you know, all the advanced K2 buildings. Used to be quite feasible to rush to them, but now you're gonna have to do all these other things first. It takes ages. That's alright. I mean, it's enjoyable. Wish these bots are faster though. Yeah, put some more bots away. What's what science do first? Oh yeah. Well, I recommend going for the material science one first. You should look at the items you get from that. Though it's different for ECK2 on what's first. But that's what I did for this SE. I don't know why there's so many. Why is there 43 logi bots there? I'm supposed to put 36 in. I don't. That's looking much healthier. Bots are doing the work. Stack inserter? Yeah, I've got no I don't have the what are those things called? Loaders? I got no loaders. Stack inserters, man. That's my best inserter. As good as it gets. No better than that. That's the end of the road. I'm gonna say I quite like this, like, so many bots flying around. I wish they all use the supercharger though, not the other one. Yeah, superchargers are real good. I mean, the space elevator is probably good for the ECK2 as well, compared to not getting it, but I kind of went like, you know, material science, energy science, astroscience, 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 or whatever, just to get, and then material science. So I got spaceship and then I got space elevator, or vice versa. I think the spaceships are better than the space elevator though. The space elevator I found good for the moving the fluids. Still the same use case, but then it started becoming useful for generic stuff. Oh wow, we've actually got some heavy assemblers. So science, that my delivery is working again a little bit. So I got a real basic, this is my basic elevator, it's so basic, that's it, these are the loop. I don't connect anywhere else, let's go round in circles. Pick stuff up, wait and stack it, pick stuff up. And these just get turned off if there's not sufficient stuff available to request. I was usually thinking of making a whole base, like the main requests, top and bottom of this. So then it's like real centralized for like the bots that's fly in and out, but I've still got my bots flying all the way over to here in my base, picking stuff up really stupidly. Yeah, I think 1-2 trains are fine. I wouldn't go for those long trains. That 1-4 train is a bad idea for space elevators because that's too slow. These trains get max speed real quick, so don't really cause problems. And the number of items you need isn't that much. I mean, if you're moving trains quite quickly, they can, you know, my ones I got a fluid depot here that is sort of drop off. And that's fine. I mean, I should be doing acid and other things as well, the fluids, but that's the only fluids I move up. Everything else I craft from space. I make this up here. Doesn't seem worth bothering to make on the ground. But the main thing about orbits, like later on you end up getting to sulfur because of the aquatite, I guess. Gotta make a big mall tomorrow. Oh, nice. You gotta get into this Borg Q business, man. This is where it's at. This is where the fun. This is where the fun is. Actually, how many ships haven't named yet? Dinosaur. Here we go. Do you want to be this guy? Little cubey. Little Wido. There you go. Let's look at the Swift here as well, another one. And the Swallow. This one here, I think it's quite funny. This here, you wouldn't guess the streamline on it. It's really good. 88.89%. It's like, just like these little fins. It's just enough with the spikes. It's basically just a giant square with a couple of fins on it. Like, there's literally a water buoy, this one. There's water between 3 locations. It does 3 locations because I don't have enough. Well, I couldn't be bothered making rocket fuel on this planet, so I literally fly to Nauvis orbit, pick up rocket fuel, fly to the asteroid belt, pick up water ice, then fly to this planet and drop off the water ice. The 3-way trip. It was a bit silly, but I was like, well, I don't feel like making rocket fuel on this planet, so I just didn't bother. Left it be. Do its own thing. And it looks like we've got, well, not many spare. We're actually low on explosives now. But the heat shielding says 41, so that's looking very good. So I'm probably going to make explosives now on this planet to help out. So we do make it. It's going to coal. Okay. Do we need spare coal? 1.1k, yep. We've got a belt of coal. No more meetings today, nice. Is that a traveling factory? Which one? The little cube? Hi, it's the Hogo. How's it going? I got a few little factories. Yeah, the cube's like it doesn't really make anything, but it does move water ice. I call it the water boy, but it does have items on it to build a planet. This was it's my original run, ECK2, and I sent this off to an iron planet ages ago, and it used all the stuff here to make the planet rather than seeing a rocket. The soft one, the soft one's for the naquitite. So I send the sulfur from my oil world to Nauvis orbit, and then it parks up in Nauvis orbit. So then the naquitite ships can pick it up quite close by. Otherwise, it's too far to travel, and bots are dying. So, yeah, and it's got these. So. I can't remember why I had these instead of solar panels. This was going to go further out than it did, but I kept them on anyway. You haven't seen what I did earlier about meetings. Well, Savi the Fox, you should check out Verdac's arcosphere balancer. It's really nice. This is Verdac's internal buffering, internal arcosphere thingy. Seems pretty good. Seem to have plenty of items sitting around. I added some bits to I hacked it so I can do some science as well. Though not very fast. We've actually run out of injection data, but that's my fault. I was meant to modify the intake manifold of lambdas. Not high enough. I might change this number. Get all these lambdas back inside. Might be a bit too thievy though. Whole point of this is that it's not supposed to output so much here, but so I've done something wrong. But it's because that one's always in surplus. It's not balancing them yet. Have I broken this somehow? I think I gotta repatriate a bit more. It seems to be just the same speed it's outputting, which is really annoying. I actually make this one purple. This is a stack. This is going to not go anywhere. It's just perfectly balancing in and out. It's so dumb. It's annoying. Anyway, we'll pretend we didn't look at that. We'll go back to. We're gonna check this out. Alright, how's this built? We built this almost. Put it down again. Where's the layout? There? Here we go. We should get the anchor down. Oh, look at this. Look at that. I love this wave of solar panels. Wish I could like zoom out a bit more on that. That would have been look nice. Since I don't have enough, oh no, we are putting the superchargers this time. Yeah, so I was supposed to fix the atmosphere intake where it decreases the intake of the other things if they are not in buffer. I haven't done that math yet. Just currently set at anything in a positive, send it back in rather than adding a logic for it. One I use work good. Oh, nice little widow. Yeah, I've never had a real good atmosphere thing. You go on a trip with 500 rockets? Jeez. Oh, we put this thing down before we that's awkward. Take that back. Then my bots will go in slow motion because this thing's like gobbling all the power. So I gotta do that in a second step. That should not be part of the blueprint. We'll just leave a hole there. Let's take it out. That. Yeah. Save. Oh, the bots aren't picking it up. That is dying. Come on, man. Thanks. Poor bots, man. Go build more. Build faster. Where are these ones all going up this one little thing? Yeah, this building thing like this stuff takes way too long, eh? I wish it was... There must be a better way of doing this. Maybe like send multiple ships with a little bit of payload each, so you send like a fleet of ships and they'll dock like kind of close to where they build or something, I don't know. Then you gotta like, you know, you can't automate them to do that, so you have to manually. That'd be annoying. Last Spaceship 500 gave me 68 spheres. I'm gonna say 64. That's my guess. Let's say can't be placed. Oh. Oh yes, that's right, there's a rock underneath. Well, it's got most of the scaffold down. Yeah, we need some gamba. We need some gamba, man. I'll put it at the moment. Gamba. And then we've got a video to prove it. Verdict's gamba. So close to being done. Do all this stuff over here though. For some reason these power poles aren't building. I'm not sure why not. We've run out of pylons. Oh, we have. Oh, fine. I'll go build them myself. More bots, man. More pylons. Here we go. Alright, that should be enough to get the rest built. Then we got all the robot construction pylons. I mean the radar construction pylons. All these bots is waiting out here. It's like an ant colony. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go home, but not yet. They're waiting around this thing. The way to solve this is do this. It's pretty dumb though. They should just be going to these superchargers, but they really want to just go park it up inside these ones for some reason. I don't understand. That gets them back home at least. They finished their job. Oh, there's a few tiles to go. Looks like another paste of this. Heading to a venture, we'll visit 10 asteroid fields. Oh, I thought you're doing 501 in one field. Well, this cursed group here. There's definitely like a bird factory. Swooping in. Little swoopers. Have we ran out of solar panels? I have. What the hell? I thought I brought enough. I thought I brought enough for this. Hang on, they're building a bunch of stuff. Maybe they're like hoarding it on their pocket. So I brought more than I needed. So why don't I have enough? Oh, this one's got stuff inside. I see a problem there. That should be oh yep. I did in my run. No, it's better to lowest launch. Same saying that I had the lowest launch. First I launched 5 everywhere, then I launched 45, now I'm 50. Yeah, I take 20 out per place currently. That's what fits in one chest. I mean, I could do 24 technically, but I know it's basically the same number of argospheres, 20 versus 24, so I'm like, well, I might just do 20 then. Why are there gaps though? What the hell's happened? I brought more than I needed, and now it's saying I don't have enough. But where'd they go? There you go. Who built the rest of it, mate? Oh, I'm missing some things up here. No solar panels. Alright, I think it's done. It's the wonkiest anchor. But hey, it's done. It's 2 anchors done. Got 2 done tonight. Happy with that. Oh yeah, they're fine. Not defended. For now. I mean, I really... that's what I forgot about. I need to put a buffer chest with, in this print. I know it's part of this. No, it's not. Okay. I'm carrying much in my pocket too. Anyway, we'll just put one of these down. And we'll put it as 400. No, they won't work because this is in a buffer chest. So it has to be requested chests. So there's 12 of them, right? I'm wanting 400, so it's 400 divided by 12. 33.3333333333. 32. That seems a better idea than what I was thinking with the buffer chest. Just steal all of it. And there's no buffer chest needed. Alright. That's the anchor done. That's the defenses done. All this shit can go away. I don't think we need that one either. Now, what are these guys doing here, man? Like, what's this like loitering? Let's just calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Thank you. Alright, make sure there's nothing behind. So, ground removal. Oh, we're good. We're cleaned up. We are good to go back home. Oh, actually, no, we're not. There's another thing we can do here. So I forgot. We're going to discover the star system. Not arcospheres, but the little scouty thing. What did I call it? I did a print of it, but I keep forgetting what I called it. What it looks like. Toy rockets, I think that's it. There we go. Now this should be a lot faster. That power cost now. We can do it because we got a whole bloody whatever's here. We're not using our spaceship. Oh, I forgot that 1 gigawatt of that's actually probably my spaceship. But it's saying it's 0, so it's maybe not. So craft speed. 525, that's pretty good. I really should get better efficiency modules though, but because this is 200 megawatts, so that's okay. We just built this massive I should actually cut that one there out. That'd be good. How'd we find 6 places? Oh wait, because two structures. That makes sense. Did we find anything special? No, nothing special. No more secrets. We've still got the spider defined. We've still got the ruins of Sophilus II with the Starship Enterprise. And we got... Is there another one off that? What's that at? That might be it actually. There's only 2 more to go. Oh, another location. How's nauvis anyway? Oh, we're actually looking at it. There's 4,000 science waiting, but we're not going to get shit because of my way of balance this. Yeah, there's too much lambdas. We might turn this off a little bit. We'll go back inside and rebalance. I'll fix it later. We don't need any science anyway. Just let them rebalance for a bit. Alright, what did we find this time? Anything? No. Just more nothing. I've been on a lot of services. Look at my little icon, my person. It's been in a lot of places. Because of being a busy man. Another geometric structure. I thought I found them all by now. Look at the star system. We're at Irione. Oh yeah, there could be another belt, but I don't think so. So there's just moons here. 3 moons that we haven't found. Maybe another asteroid belt. We've got 4 planets to land on if we want to. Pick up the free module. Bring it back home. Repatriate. Just realised Mason 60 is low about to be guaranteed. Oh. Found another planet. Really? Oh, there we did. Way out there. Uh-huh. Hoping to find another ruin or something, but no such luck. What are these modules? Time 9:30. No, I didn't find anything. Okay. Bots want to be funny again. Four fingers. Oh my god, really? Oh, we have no room for that shit. Oh, that's full too. Alright, I'll do. Got 2 anchors down. Go back. Well, I might log here actually. We'll just basically next time we're gonna go land on a few of these planets. Hopefully all 4. We've got a lot of fuel on the ship, 14,000, so we might be able to. That's 2 anchors. We've got 6 to go. And then we can start doing the Fenestra power plant. And then start dialing, but once we dial, I have to get the 60 initial ones, but then I can start solving my math. And I just want to show you the math I did so far. Is this array and this array. Hopefully I can do a new version of this where we can get the locations 2 to 8 as well. I think in my head how to do it, but I don't know whether I can actually program it in Factorio land. It might not work.